Boom! Welcome back to the Power Play Show. It's Friday. It's weekend. It's the beginning of the hockey season, NHL 2021-2022. The training camp is open for everybody. Your team are on the ice every single day. Some of them is going to play game this weekend. So we welcome everybody. Thank you, Zeno, to be in the house. Fans number one on the David on the Winnipeg Jet. Zeno, welcome in the house. Talking about welcome, we're going to go quickly because we have Mr. David Hunty in the house. Mr. David, one of the best senior on the YouTube channel. I suggest you guys to do some search for David. Great person, great human being. If you want to listen in, great music in the morning. He's the one you have to watch for sure every day. Mr. David, thanks to be a part of the show. Emmanuel Marquez, buenas noches. ¿Cómo está, Emmanuel? And on top, welcome aboard the Wolf from the Ontario, the Toronto area. Welcome to be a part of the show also. We have earlier Mr. Nicolas de Gono back in the house tonight. Nicolas directly de la belle province de Québec, dans la région de Sherbrooke. Hello, David. Thanks to be a part. I can't wait for Toronto Montreal game on Saturday, tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. Exactly, it will be great. Canadiens, welcome back directly from Westmount, Montreal. We have also earlier, I see Charles Killer, YouTube. Hello, madam. Welcome back in the show tonight. Charles Killer, the man of the men. From British Columbia, Mr. Luke, back in the house tonight. Also, Luke, have an amazing, great weekend. David said Boston Bruins in the house. Boston Bruins is going to be a very interesting team to watch for the upcoming season. They are older and older. They find their way to make the playoff somehow, somewhere. Great interview today from Eric Ola talking about his new teammates or on the line, Nick Foligno. So it was a great interview from him. Talking about welcome back. Why not talking about you are awesome. You are amazing. You are the best. And remember, you have greatness inside of you. Minnie and Brian Le Boutillier. Nicolas, welcome for the hockey. C'est une pratique ou une partie de hockey? Emmanuel, I have 319 subs. Congratulations, Emmanuel. Remember, in life, it's all about one at a time. Whatever is a sub, whatever is a one day, whatever is a one practice, whatever you do, it's always to mentor, scout the 1% better. And that's the way to go farther and to advance in life. So don't expect big number or the outcome. Always love the process one at a time. So glad to see you. Talking about number one friends on Montreal Canadiens, Valentino Abs in the house. Comment c'était la partie? Never give up, Zeno, absolutely right. Go Abs, go Canadiens, Valentino. Don't forget the future on the Stanley Cup Final 22-22. Boston Bruins, David. I love you, optimist. You know, as a fans at the beginning of the season, you have to have faith. You have to have confidence about your team, cheer for your team. What is at the end of the season, the key is always be optimistic, faith, and encourage, support, and positive, and respect other hockey fans about whatever they are other team. The key is just to have the passion, the love of the game, sharing all together. That's the key about everything that. David, no, I think you mean the Jets, the Winnipeg Jets. So here we go. That's what the passion about hockey was sharing. What we love. I hope when the NHL 2021, we have the Jet, we have the Bruins, we have the Toronto Maple Leafs, we have the Montreal Canadiens, we have all the team in the NHL in the house tonight. Will be really interesting, the Winnipeg Jet. It's really a team, I believe they all improved one of the top 8 best team in the NHL, improved the most. There would be for me, it would be the combination of the chemistry to put all together. I believe they're their shopping is not over. I think they are going to look for a goaltender number 2. I'm not sure about Comrie as a backup number 2. I'm excited about Pierre-Luc Dubois. I have a French interview about Pierre-Luc Dubois 2 days ago about the fact that he was not in shape in Columbus. And it was a great interview about how his mindset changing for the upcoming season, and they expect a lot. They put him on the top 6 players with Andrew Coop, and Nicolas Heller during the practice. So it's been really interesting with Pierre-Luc Dubois. Of course, we're going to talk about merci beaucoup, mon ami Charles, apprécie. C'est, encore une fois, c'est 1,000 subscribers at a time, right? So the next one is a 3,000. I don't know when we're going to get that one, but we only enjoy what we do every single day. So Brendan Dillon looks solid over there. It's another great comments here in our tab. Absolutely right. I did not forget about this. Jonathan Drouin scored 3 goals today. Everybody was talking about him today. We're going to go there. Of course, welcome back, Michael Rubenstein. Oui, merci beaucoup, Nicolas. Ça fait plaisir. C'est grâce à toi et les autres qui font que ce channel se développe de mieux en mieux. Et ça prend du temps, mais on est patient. C'est la persévérance d'être produit à tous les jours. Okay. Welcome, everybody. Friday night, September 24th and 2021. Day number 2 at the training camp. So considered day number 3. At the end of the day is the second day where they are on the ice. All the team are on the ice at that moment. We have a lot of news around the league. We're going to share a couple of teams, what happening today. We have a couple of signatures. One, a big one for the Montreal Canadiens. Well, not a big one, but another one, LD, left defenseman. I make a short video earlier during the day talking about that signature. And, of course, we did a short video at 7 o'clock about all the news. So we invite the only homework we ask you guys. Please don't forget to subscribe, not to subscribe, but click on the likes. We are looking every night to get about 30 to 40 likes. So you all, one important move you can do tonight is to support the Hockey National Show by clicking on the like. That'd be awesome. Zeno said the top 3 is for the offense, the top 2 for the defense. They have a great goaltender, of course. Their Winnipeg Jet, their power play is a solid team about that one over there. As they need to score more goals, they need a little bit more offensive. I'm not sure they will be top 3 in NHL when you have Colorado, Vegas, right? Florida Panthers, Tampa Bay Lightning. But look, if you have a Central, that division, Winnipeg are with the Colorado Avalanche, so that would be a little bit hard to pass them. But I 99.9% they will make the playoff. For sure. And then after that, you never know what could happen. But Zeno, you're absolutely right about this. Butter Monkey back in the house. So it'll be really interesting about that one over there to see what happened. Good evening, everybody. Canadiens, I said, oh, my chat is lagging a little bit farther. I have to go all the way down. I apologize for that. He's a very good player. I'm sad he left the Jets, but I'm also happy he's with one of my top 3 favorite team. Awesome to hear that, Zeno. I don't know. We need to see a little bit more SAMI NIKU. What happened with him today? He got signed by the Montreal Canadiens. I did some search. He had 56 games in NHL, 6 games with the Jet last season. Yeah, we play 10 minutes or 12 minutes per game. A little bit, I don't know. It's a player never reached his full potential. But remember, he was drafted 178 overall pick a couple years ago. He played 1 game at first season, 30 after that, 17, and then only 6. So it's really, it's a long shot for Montreal Canadiens. We'll see what's happening. It's just sad he's not a right defenseman. I think he was a right defenseman. He will be part of the team. But I think the Montreal want to give him a chance to see. And after worst case, they go to Laval Rocket, where the Laval Rocket guys, they don't have a lot of defensemen. So I think also with a couple injuries over there, that's the reason I believe they signed him. And it's only for 1 year. People asking me, yeah, but what about Norlander and other defensemen guys? They are not ready. That signature today just said in my head, hey, because we know Nylander and the rest of the players are not ready as a defenseman. So it's another that players inside the team in case they need something. We have an injury on the left side. So that's what I believe happening about that. Yeah, respect for NIKU. That's why Bukoy did not play much. Yeah, they have a great, defense over there on that side. More on the left side, as Zeno, to be honest with you, with Morrissey and also with Logan Stanley at some point. They have Inola where they can bring him at some a little bit later. That last year, direct forward also on that side. Stefano Salvi back in the house. Long time, buddy. Yeah. He's a Finland player, Michael. What do you expect? I'm just kidding. But to be honest with you, he's a great skater. He's a great puck mover. It's a Finland player. So you have a great sense hockey, a great IQ hockey, great pass the puck. You know that. It's a shot is average above, not like great, but physicality is not always there for sure. So we do quiz every night, Zeno, around 10 o'clock p.m. That's what we do every night. I'm on my way to work, Coach. Brent, I apologize. I miss you, buddy. I miss that one over there. Not a problem, buddy. I'm gonna to do a quiz today. Awesome. Laurie Cup in penalty killing and civil. Oh, it's 7 my time. LY. Yeah, you're on the Central time over there. So it's the early time. We are 9 o'clock here Eastern time. If you are on the Central time, on the not Central, but on the Mountain time, you are exactly at 7 o'clock Eastern. Don't forget to hit the likes and the button. Thank you so much, David. I appreciate that. Mr. Dan Asham with Colette back in the house. You are awesome. Thanks, Danny, to join us tonight. Thanks for everybody. Of course, we have to shifting and go that direction. Tonight, we're going to give you all the news about this. One news I want to mention at the beginning is, I don't know if you can see it, and I apologize. That's the only way I can get it. It was really a great interview of Josh Anderson during the press conference today after the practice, talking about Jonathan Drouin. It was really, really touching, and also realize what Jonathan Drouin is behind the scenes. Some people complaining, some people said this. But at the end of the day, he's a human being. And he scored 3 goals today. It's because he worked all summer, guys. Josh Anderson mentioned a lot about him. 3 weeks ago, before the season start, Josh Anderson was looking to rent a condominium, something like that. So he said, I will show up 3 weeks before the season start, the training camp. And then Jonathan Drouin, right away, he texts him, say, hey, come at my house and stay with me. And you can stay with my girlfriend. And, that's not a problem. You can stay with us and everything like that. So he decided to do that, Josh Anderson. And he come back home at Jonathan. Then he said, the morning we're going to go skating. So they go skating together. After that, they have another training at the weight room, and then come back home. He said, okay, I can take a rest now. Jonathan Drouin said to Josh Anderson, no, we have a coach, a private coach coming at home to push more. So he said, we have to train again. So Josh Anderson said, wow. He said, look, Jonathan Drouin is right now focusing for the upcoming season. So it was a great comment talking about Jonathan Drouin, how he's completely changed, he's happy, and he want more, excited. So you can read this. I don't want to read everything for you guys, but that's the thing about that. This string deserves one of those. Zeno. Thank you so much, buddy. I appreciate it. That's funny, Michael Robinson. So that's the conversation between Josh Anderson, and they were bring by one, was typing by someone. So I just want to share it with you. Tonight, guys, we'll go to look about Breycatcher. I did a lot of search today about Breycatcher, about his contract. So the next thing I want to mention to you, of course, we are 18 days before the season starts. Today, we celebrate Christian Dvorak, Denis Savard, Of course, Adam Detmarsh and Serge Chavard with the Stanley Cup. That's where we are right now. 18 days before the season start. It's less than 3 weeks. I don't know if you're excited and you are like me, but we are getting closer and closer for sure. Brandon Mini, like your team this year. Ça va remplacer Weber this year. That's a kind of replacement. Ça va pick his spot, but nobody can change or nobody can pick up Savard a spot, to be honest with you. That's what we talked a little bit earlier. The Montreal Canadiens have signed the defenseman SAMI NIKU to a 1-year, 2-way contract worth at $750 at the NHL level, a $425 at the AHL level with a guarantee of $475. NIKU has his contract mutual terminate by the Winnipeg Jet earlier this week, 3 days ago. So why did he come with Montreal? I'll be honest with you. The average great hockey player, American Hockey League, they have about $250,000 contract in American Hockey League at $340,000-$350,000. It's rare you get $400,000 to play in American Hockey League. So that's the reason he signed with the Montreal Canadiens, and that's the reason he is right now accept worst case to go to the to Laval Rocket, because you get half of the money, maybe more, of what he signed with the Montreal Canadiens. So it's a lot of money to play in American Hockey League, but I think when Laval Rocket want to have a little bit more bigger splash in the league next season, and they need because this guy have like 80 points and 114 game in American Hockey League, so he's an offensive player. He's a little bit what Nylander is right now. So with more experience in the NHL. So that's the reason he signed up with the Montreal Canadiens. I don't see Sheffley and Zeno, you did what? Hey, Coach, Frank Zalazar in the house. Frankie, how you doing, buddy? Are you happy about what's going on with the Florida Panthers? Talking about the Florida Panthers, why not talking about their signature today? They signed Justin Zordif. I watched 2 of the 3 games of the Panthers last week. It was really pretty well during that weekend. Again, the Tampa Bay Lightning and also Nashville and the Carolina have a really good game over there. So the general manager, Bill Zito, announced today the club has agreed to a term with a forward Justin Zordif on a 3 years entry-level contract called the ELC. Originally selected by the Florida at the 3rd round, 87 overall pick on 2020 NHL draft. Jose has amassed 134 points, guys, over 147 career in the WHL with the Vancouver Giants for the last 4 years. So, look, it's a great hockey player. I don't know, I'm sure he's going to be in the American Hockey League with the Charlotte at the beginning of the year. I don't see him coming back with the Florida Panthers this year. But you talk about depth, you talk about players when you can develop. I think that's a great signature for the Florida Panthers. Really a lovable guy for what we heard from Jonathan Huberdeau during the press conference. So good signature for him as a young man. And again, another good step for the Florida Panthers. So that's great to see that. Hi, Michael, the number 1 getter in the house. Absolutely right, Frank. If you're the Florida Panthers fans, you cannot be more excited. This is the biggest season where the people expect a lot for the team. The player, they are really expected also to perform, and they believe they have a chance to win the Stanley Cup. I'll be honest with you, I don't think they will win. I think they're going to win the Stanley Cup in 2022, 2023. That's my prediction, but I could be wrong. And also, I was impressed today by Brandon Montour. I don't know what happened with him during the summer, but he skated very well right now with the Florida Panthers. I think they need him as a defenseman, number 3, number 4. Forsling and Montour together, guys, it's another great pair of defense with Wegar and, of course, Aaron Ekblad, where he trained all summer after he's broken his leg last season. So it would be really interesting where the Florida Panthers, but again, the questionable problem or what we have to be questioned is about more the goaltender situation. We know what Spencer Knight can do. We know that the quality of the skill the talent the kid has. Can he carry on this right away? I know what he did last season, guy. The same thing with swimming for the Boston Bruins. Have an amazing, great 10 game in NHL. Can he carry on this year? So those questions are going to be answered only during the season, and we'll see what the Florida. But without those performances of Bobrovsky and Spencer Knight, that would maybe make them a little bit struggle a little bit more during the season. But the 12 forward they have, guy, are unbelievable. But again, that would be really great to watching him. Excited to watching the Florida Panthers for the upcoming season. And you should be that way, Frank, to be excited and to be, about this team for sure. Gonna get food, be right back. So, no, Frank, Montour is my dark horse for this team. I just have the feeling he's gonna do a great year. You did not see the Brandon Montour guys last season. Being honest with you, the COVID-19, everything like that, play for Buffalo, and maybe have some lack of commitment from his part, and then he get traded, and then you have to step up more better and better. I think he was not ready for that kind of quality of hockey he should bring on the table. Brandon Montour have an amazing, great couple of years with Anaheim Ducks, and I think people judge him too fast as a Panthers fans because he did not do any 0 points or 6 games again at Tampa Bay the first round. And I think you should not look at that only that way about Brandon Montour. I agree with you, Frank. A lot of people, I know Tim Gator does not like him every time. It's okay. But I think you guys will be very satisfied by the way Brandon Montour play in NHL. Hello, Frank, Bud the Monkey. Hello, buddy. Thank you so much. Talking about signature, we have another one we want to mention tonight, guys. Is about the bird back in the house. The Calgary Flames signed today Jeremy Poirier, another ELC, signed 3 years, and that's it, Salaberry de Valleyfield. The Salaberry Valleyfield, guy, if you live in Quebec, it's the last city between Ontario and Quebec. That's the last one. It's a little bit west of Valleyfield down. But Salaberry Valleyfield, guy, is the you open the door and you put your first step, and now you're just in the Ontario side, to be honest with you. But anyhow, this kid, he was a 72 overall pick in 2020 NHL draft. Poirier, guys, have a lot of expectations. This kid's going to be a top 6 at least at some point. He has a great forechecker. He's a great hockey player. They have already kind of players, I would say to you, it's like Mangiapane. It's a kid like this. Dylan Dubé is another one what Poirier can become in NHL. So maybe not start with the Calgary this year, but don't be surprised to see Poirier the next couple of years in NHL. Great signature for him, and he well-deserved for Jeremy Poirier. Bert, we said hi. If not other reason, after listening to Coach Frankie, but I will watch Panther game. You should, honestly, Michael. We're going to do some play-by-play with the Florida Panthers for sure. Justin Dubé back in the house. Monsieur Dubé. Two good answers yesterday. 3 good answers. I apologize, buddy. Coach is not happy right now. He should know you did your best effort. Joseph Lam, welcome back, Mr. Joseph Lam, directly from Houston, Texas. We'll see who's going to win. Talking about signature, why not to go for one more? It's happened yesterday, but we want to mention this one. Dunwell announced today that yesterday Ronald Staley signed a 3 years entry-level contract for the upcoming season. So congratulations about him, everything like that. So tonight, guys, I have a question for you. So let's dive in here. So I have a question to you. You have 3 players. RFA are not signed. They practice together. Breycatcher, Quinn Hughes, and Elias Pettersson. So today, I decided to do some stuff about the Breycatcher. We have a guy this morning on the chat at 11 o'clock. Oh, my God. I think it's Cody Miller. Cody, I believe. I don't know if you in our time you can remember his name. He's a fan of Ottawa. I know he's not here tonight. But he was asking me about who's going to make this team, everything like that. And then I started thinking about Breycatcher. Why didn't I accept $8 million and why are not done deal yet? And then I realized, all right, let's check in a little bit more deeper with other people does, expert in hockey, bring all the stat and in stat, everything like that. Then I find a couple of things. And then I realized, wait a minute. So my question to you guys, what is the change of the cross-checking rules? They have not changed. Honestly, I cannot play the video, but I put somewhere this. Is it on the article I put today? Jeez, I put something somewhere. Anyhow, the rules about this, right? The NHL reinforce the cross-checking anymore. So you have 3 ways where the cross-checking is happening and it was not applied, where sometimes the cross-checking was, again, an interference, where the players coming with no puck, and they just cross-checking the guys on the board. It was not calling a lot. They go in the corner, right? And now you have a battle in the corner, 2 players, 4 players, and then you have 2 players, the puck is between skate, and then the guy behind cross-checking the guy, and the guy fall. Was not calling anymore. Another way, it was in front of the net, where the players wait for the puck over there, and then the defenseman go in the back and cross-checking again the guy in the back. Those penalties, 90% during the playoff, was not calling, or during the season, it was really not slightly called by the referee. So the NHL make a video about what they should call, what the way they should call, everything like that. So what happened with the cross-checking? It was talking by the general manager at a couple of weeks ago when they have that meeting, and they decide to reinforce that call now. Remember a couple of years ago about the hooking or the slashing? You know what I mean? So now they go to reinforce the cross-checking. So the player have to readjust that kind of quality hockey for be sure they not get out for the cross-checking. So expect a lot of penalty at the beginning of the year. My biggest question for you in our tap and for everybody, can they consider to apply that rules in the playoff where the cross-checking elevate about 20% more cross-checking in the back? That's happening. So really, that's the rules are now applied by the 39.C, or the rule is 39 in NHL, I believe. So that's what happened about this. Yep, coach, I spec in the house. Don't forget to click on the likes, guys. So that's what happening about the rules of the cross-checking. I did something with this. I don't know what I did. I did something. I make an article, or I create something, and I could not open up the link, and I put the link somewhere. So I apologize for that. John Gregor in the house from Boston. Don't forget to click on that. So let's go back. Before I show to you guys a couple of things about Breycatcher, I want you to answer to me in the chat if you don't mind. Can you tell me if you believe Breycatcher deserve to get $8 million per year and a long contract at $8 million at 8 years? So I will wait for you. You tell me a little bit more. What do you think about this? 8 for Breycatcher. It will eliminate the role of the big, tough defenseman, I think. That will limit more the contact in front of the net, where a lot of cross-checking over there. And the cross-checking, at the end of the day, I will set you an example. In the video, you can see Brad Marchand's coming down, and he applied that cross-checking. You know that what we call this the pen check. So in hockey, we have a term called pen check. So you apply a cross-checking at the lower back, just over the pants, and you drop the player down. But Marchand is a great one on that one over there. So they showed to the NHL rule, you cannot apply that one over there anymore, with or without the puck. Adrien Bourgon in the house. #1 fans on Twitter. Don't forget to click on the like. So what do you think about this? Do he deserve to get $8 million or not? For 8 years. He's good, but not $8 million for, I will give him 5 or 6 for 6 years. Interesting. That's great. That's what I'm looking for. I want you to bring me, what are you going to offer to Breycatcher? And that's why would be great. I will wait for maybe three more people, three more people, and then I will tell you a couple, show you a little bit when we analyze. Guess what, Coach? Tell me about your boyfriend, Adrian. I will give A to Hughes or Peterson long term, but not to Tkachuk. Michael Robinstein said that. All right, let's go have another one. What do you think about this spec or Zeno? What do you think about Tkachuk or John Gregor or John Lanham? Anybody in the chat right now? We have about 15 people, 17. Or what do you think about the monkey? We don't see Michael Robbins. We don't see Michael Rosenblatt. It's Friday night. So he's trolling the girls on the public skating. Just kidding. 6.5 for 6 years, Frank Zanazar. Great, great, great deal. 4 years for $7 million in our tap. Interesting. All right. So let's talk in a bit more. So what I did, I pick up a couple of things. I don't know. I'm going to disappear. Where you going, Coach? Because I want to show you all the right place. This is, I can see myself right now here. Not too bad. I will move this way. But the monkey said 7 for 4. But the monkey, I would teach you one thing here. You never have bigger number, or is it 7 million for 4 years, but the monkey? Zeno said 5 for 6.5. Oh, spec. Oh, spec. Great comments. Roger Delaney, Mr. Football. You see? Here we go, Banamuki. All right, now I understand. See, guys, we're talking. So this is a stat, and blue is the goal by season. Right? 25, 24, 25. We know he played 56. It's a 82 game by this one over there. It's point per season at 82 game. So we said at 2021, they make that point. They generate those number. 52, 51, 53. That's what he just said, Spec. He never reached a 60 point yet. So that's what I just want to give you the first impression about him. Let's move on to the next one over there. Now I'm going to disappear. So we have a WAR percentile rank. What is a WAR percentile? I will go to give you an expression here. All right, this is coming from Jeff Fresh Hockey. You can find him on Twitter. He's a really, really good about those stuff. So it's a 3-year weight average data expressed as a percentile. Right? A WAR is a player data from Patrick Bacon. You can follow him. And also on the Cap Friendly, everything like that. So that gives you a 13 forward. So one is not on the ice, or what he bring him on the ice, that's what he bring. So listen, we're going to start 38% guy. 38, remember this one over there. Right? His contract right now is 0.9 and his UFA. During the season 18-19, his percentage was 73. Look what happening with 19-20 and 2021. Drop below 25 on the offensive side. All right? On the average boat. Now, his offensive side guy is 100%. But I'm going to tell you, yes, he's great. But wait, don't conclude yes. His defensive side, look, 1% guy, completely drop. Power play is great. He does not play on PK. Look, the finishing. Pay attention to that number here, 0. Goal by 60, 82%, pretty good. His assist primary is 41, not too bad. Penalty draw is 95%. Cushion C is 93. Cushion T is 93 also. Look here, offense versus defense versus finishing. Offense, pretty good. Look, he's almost reached, the 100% like he mentioned here. But look, his defense. 2 years ago, look last year, and look what happening in 2021. Almost 0. Look, his finishing from 27 to 33%. It dropped completely again at 0. So you have a defense at 1 and a defense at 0. But coach, it's Breycatcher. I'm going to tell you more information about this one over there. You are paying based on the unrealistic potential now. Hopefully, they will live up that reputation. This is for World Tip. We cannot thought all the players be like a Sid or Mac. Yes, exactly. Roberto Parisi, what is Suzuki on the KK war? I don't have with me, but I can bring to you, Roberto, not a problem. Thanks to be a part of the show. By the way, I don't know if you're subscribed or not. If you are, welcome back. If you are not, we invite you to subscribe. And also, if you want to like the show, that'd be great. And we are talking usually the Montreal Canadiens, but we also talking fun things, different conversation during the season. So welcome aboard. So why, Coach, you bring this? Now, I'm going to give you a little bit, the last graphic I want to tell you a little bit more. So this is coming from a company called Instat. I'm a member of Instat, mixed with J Fresh Hockey. And you can see also Corey Snyder and Instat, everything like that. And all the stats together. Now I want you to pay attention to this. Look, it's passing. Only 22. That's low. It's slot pass, 61. It's just average a below more. It's pass is 20%. All right, percentage over there. A shooting guy, 97, 85, 98. Now you're going to tell me, oh my God, he shoot. I agree with you, but I'm going to give you the reason what is the problem. The transition entry cannot carry on the puck, 19%. Pass entry is called kick out in hockey, only 39. It's carry entry, only 12. That's not a guy carry on the puck. All right, puck control, look again, 14%. Take away 48, the deck 60 is 51. Transition exit 61, 62, 53. Is bottle winner, all right, 50-50. I thought he was going to be a little bit better on the buck bottle guy, but he's not yet. 30%, 31%. That's the stat of Breycatcher. So when you analyze all those numbers, I'm going to bring you my name. I'm getting excited right now. So when you analyze all those numbers, guys, all right, Breycatcher is a unique, different player on stat. We're talking about coach. But first of all, he's a number 6 for the last 3 years with the most shot on the net. He shoot a lot. A crazy guy. He shoot the puck everywhere. All right? But he cannot put the puck in the net. I will tell you the reason why. First, his shot is an average shot. His goals are about 7 feet in front of the net. A rebound, a tips, and that's why he score. Crashing the net all the time. But the problem, he have a difficult time to score not more and difficult time to get a 70 and 80 point at that moment. It's because he forecheck a lot behind the net. He's always applied check, battle in the corner, everything like that. So the time to come back, the time to go from that way easy and to come back in front of the net or join the play in front of the net is behind and is limited his time about the point. And also his shot is not a great shot. He does a lot, like I said, close to the net. But a wrist shot, a sniper from the 20 feet, 25 feet, guys, he's not there at all. So my point to you guys, and most of you have a great comments tonight, it would be a big mistake for the Ottawa Senator to give him an 8-8 on my eyes. What he should do is a bridge contract. And a bridge contract at the age he is, he's a 21 years old. I will go me with a 3 years contract, about $6.5 to $6.5 million, maybe 7, but it'll be pushed. I will go better to 6 to 6.5. So yes, coach, but yes, think about, no, what is going to be 24, 21, 22, 23, all right, or 22, 23, 24. He still have 2 more years at RFA. And at that moment, guys, at RFA, you cannot drop his salary. So he's guaranteed at that moment to get $6 million. And then you can reevaluate what he produced with the Ottawa Senator. For on the Ottawa Senator part, I will go with the contract of 3 at that level bridge contract. For the Cam or the Catchuck, they want longevity at $8 million, guys, tonight. for what he produced for Ottawa Senator is not what we're looking for. The another stat, I forget where he's really good. He's the only one behind McDavid have the most chance to score around the net. So creating, scoring, he's really good. But again, his stats are all over the place. It's not like consistency or he's great everywhere. And that's the reason why tonight I want to mention to you, it would be a mistake for Ottawa Senators to go to 8-8. Listen, they can maybe do it, and then I'm going to say in 3 years I make a mistake tonight. That's the part we discussed together. I think some of you agree, but I think I want to show to you tonight by the stat, other thing you don't see as with your eyes during the game. Right? We pay attention to the puck, and we don't see everything. So it's fun when you are analyst. You work with the data of what they bring to the players, to the team, everything like that. That's what we have with Instat. Instat is a great software for all the goal, the game, and everything like that. It's an amazing, great organization. I worked with them for 1 year, and I left because the bad thing about them is a company from Russia. And I'll be surprised when I go tell you this, but they don't pay well the employees. That's the one thing. But the project guys on all analysts, they are the number one with the Sport QL or LG, the Logic, Sport Logic, I'm sorry, from Montreal, the ST Athletes from Maria Chaka, where Chaka's sister, his brother was the general manager for the Arizona Coyotes. That's the number 3 over there. So those software are the best for the high-level quality NHL and higher level. So many company, team, and higher level NHL apply this. Also, the Instat is really good for the scout. Like you can go on Instat tonight, and then you can see all the game around the world are going to be inside that software tomorrow morning when you wake up. Every game, every stat, every play, it's unbelievable, that software. And it's applied for them. So, wow, I lost everybody here. No, not too bad. I think people, listen to me. That's great. I look like you are paying him based on the realistic power now. Hopefully they will have about this one. Let's move on here so I'll give you a little bit more chance to talk more. About that, Spike, why cannot all the players to be like a Cedar Mac? Yeah, that would be easy to say that. We talk about the KK War from Zuski. I don't have this, but I can find to you, Roberto. DM me on Twitter, Coach Frenchy 10X. I will give it to you over there. Devorek point prediction, 50 point with the Montreal Canadiens, between 45 to 55. That's my prediction for him for the upcoming season. And on top, c'est 45-50. You got it. Sound like Gaddy. And on top, Blackhawks still have no contract. I wonder what's taking so long. Frank, the contract is done deal. What are you talking about, Coach? Coach, he knows everything. Just kidding. I predict, Frank, the Florida Panthers is going to announce this a couple of days before the season start, or that area over there. Or I'll be honest with you, in October. That's my prediction. He's going to get an 8 years contract at $10.5 million. That's my prediction. And it would be a stunt marketing at the same time. So they announce this tomorrow, next tomorrow. It's not going to bring more. But I think for the beginning season, the first game, like the day before, a couple of things. I don't know if it would be, or maybe after the first, second, 2-3 game, the consciousness, the excitement, everything like that, they would announce the captain signed with the Florida Panthers 8 years at $10.5 million. That's my prediction. That's what I feel the contract will be done. Don't worry, Frank. This is a done deal. It's locked up already. It's just a question of time. Be patient. And that's why he works usually. Salut, ça va? Mayan Maguin, welcome aboard. Specs, yes, I'm listening. That's great to see that. J'espère que tout va bien. Mayan Maguin. I like your name. That's a funny name. So, look, that's what the situation with Breycatcher. So, what I bring to you now is about Quinn Hughes and Elias Peterson. I'm not going to jump in on those stats for you guys. It will be too long, and we're about 10 minutes before the quiz start. But what I want to bring to you, so what's happening? I would not be surprised if Vancouver Canucks are looking more for a bridge contract also. I feel like they would say to both of them, let's go not long-term. If I don't see them to sign Quinn Hughes a long-term contract and let Peterson at a bridge contract. I believe more they're going to be a both bridge contract. And at Quinn Hughes, guys, $6 million, that's the max I would give. I would be a little bit more open up with Elias Peterson. Like Matthews Barzal got a $3 at $7 million last season. I think that would be the number I was looking for both of them at some point. Type coach. Now, as you have spoken about Tkachuk, what do you think about Peterson demands? What do you think the Montreal Canadiens should say about NIKU? Justin, be honest with you, NIKU is just a debt. And the debt of this is all about in case someone got hurt for the Montreal Canadiens. And also, they need more bodies and the Laval Rocket. That decision, I'm worried now for Arbor, Jack Eyes, whatever they call his last name, because you have a no contract with the Montreal Canadiens. I thought they were going to sign him with the team now with the American Hockey League. So would be interesting to follow with Arbor. But for NIKU have a great potential in NHL. Unfortunately, it's another Finland where the physicality is not part of his team. Great skater, great pass, great IQ hockey, great hockey sense. Offensive side, he got it. The problem at some point for some players is to carry on your success in the American Hockey League and put this in the National Hockey League. Sometimes it's not, I don't feel it's a speed for him. It's more about the physicality of the game, the desire, the passion, everything like that. Can he get this? He's 24 years old. So that's the reason he is right now. And I think it's a time for him. Some defensemen guys step up at 24, 25, 26 in the NHL. A defenseman take a little bit longer. And for him, it's maybe the baby boom, right? Late baby boom, where he can pick up at 24, 25, 26. So really interesting. For me, Montreal is just about that. They don't have a lot of puck mover. And in case something could happen to Edmondson or Chariot or Romanov, worst case, it'll be better if he was a RD, a right defense. Montreal don't have that one. Zeno, yes, McDavid is going to reach 100 points. I predict about 125 for him. What about Tressel? We reached 100. I would not be surprised he does the same thing. And that would give about 65 points to Hyman. Why not to 80, coach? Because he never played 82 games. That's why. But I would be him a 0.8 point per game for Hyman on my eyes for about him. So hopefully, Justin, that answer your question about that one over there. And about coach in our type about Peterson and Quinn Hughes, I think the long contract will go a little bit more for Elias Peterson. Can they do a double package where both of them sign the same day? I would not be surprised. Both of them will be more like a bridge contract. Expect about 3.7, 3.7.5, or 3 and 8. That would be my point over there. But again, 8, it's a lot. Quinn Hughes, guy, the best scenario for Vancouver, 3.3 for 6 years. 3 years for $6 million, and Peterson 3 for $7 million. The comparison, I think, with Barzal is a great one for them about that one there. And because Quinn, you have to improve his defensive side. So it's another one. Sometimes you have to be careful. Don't give 8 years. Spec said 150 points for Spec for, oh no, not much Spec. I know that you never know. Of course, you never know Spec. When you got about 150, it's about 2 points per game. My only concern, Spec, is, or my curiosity for the upcoming season, guy, is this. Which player is going to continue what they have success last year with play against the same team night after night? That's my concern. So I believe because now they're going to face to goaltender number 3, number 4 every night, that will limit the point per game. The second thing, they play a lot of games this year, back to back, 3 game and 4 nights, because they have to trim the schedule for the Olympics. So for me, I don't see some players took advantage of what happened last year. Some did not take advantage. Some will be surprised, maybe step up. But overall, I see a diminution of point in NHL. Not drop like McDavid ID. But I've said to you, I don't think so. McDavid is going to repeat the same number of points per game like he did last season. I could be wrong, to be honest with you, and it's okay. I don't see this in NHL. I see some players got 66 points, 67 points. McKinnon, Rantanen, Mark Stone, who has that? Mark Sheffley, I believe, has that kind of point. So I think for them, it's a little bit higher of what you expect usually. I would not see like 10, 12 scorer, at least 10 of them. They have over 1 point per game last season to repeat this for 82 games. That's my predict about this. I would expect about 5 of them can make 100. I could be wrong, but it would be interesting to see that. I think a lot more scorers going to become more from the West on the Clarence Campbell Division Conference, because it's hard, it's easier that both division compared to the East and the Atlantic. That will limited like Marner to be about maybe reach 100, but I would be surprised for him this year. In our tabs 1 and 25, you never know. Yeah, Adrian. Did you answer me or did you ask a question, Coach? And you mentioned the shrinking schedule. I believe it causes more injuries. Of course, it does. Right? Or he limited players to go back-to-back, or the veterans to sit, or a little bit more turnover between the goaltender, for sure. So that's another point about this. And then one thing we do not know, guys, is about the COVID. Today, Kevin Leskinen and Michael Hartman for the Chicago Blackhawks got a daily protocol 19. So COVID is still around, guys. And some of them is going to get it. So the COVID-19 is going to play an effect, a consequence of the situation for the upcoming season. Maybe not like last year, but some of them is going to be out at some point. Specs I want to, but again, Spec, that's what he would get this year if he was running 82 games with 56 games. Spec, you almost there. But I think it's a bit too high. I think a great year of 125 is great. Adrian, did you ask the question? Say, I coach, and then I did not see anything else after that. I could be wrong, Adrian. But, guys, don't forget to click on the likes. 24 likes, not too bad. We have about 15 people in the house tonight, so it's all good. It's Friday night, and, activities restart. The school is back. The sport, youth travel is back. Football is around. The high school Friday night is up. And that's the reason why we have a diminished people inside the live stream because of that one over there. But again, we appreciate each one of you guys to participate with that. We are about 2 minutes before the quiz. So if you want to ask any question, write to Buffalo. Write to Arizona. Spec, I'll just play with you. That would be Buffalo, Arizona. It would be interesting who's going to be the third team. Is it Anaheim? Right? Anaheim's going to be at the bottom, I believe. So it would be really interesting, one of the three. If Anaheim get Shane Wright, Anaheim guys going to have an amazing, great team in 5 years. With Zegras and Jimmy Trestel and Maxime Comtois. And if still John and Terry can pick it up over there, Anaheim in 5 years going to be a little bit what Ottawa is going to be, or the New Jersey Devils or the Los Angeles Kings. So Shane Wright, if you get Anaheim, ouch. That would be very interesting. Chris Picard. We just wait for that kid. Great comments. I think we are all waiting for that part over there. Gibson to LA spec. Now, unfortunately, they just signed Calvin Peterson. So Gibson don't go nowhere. The best move to team, I think they should go for Gibson. It's really the Edmonton Oilers. If the Edmonton Oilers want to get another push to get close to the Stanley Cup, that's what they should do. They should get for Gibson. That would be my recommendation for that team over there. Roger 6, thank you so much, Roger. Very kind from you. Very kind, very kind, very kind. Thank you so much, Roger. Appreciate that, buddy. Thanks for you. I'm back, coach. Number 1, you're back at the right time. Atlanta is not there tonight for the quiz. So look, don't wait. The time we do all the introduction for the quiz, everything like that, we're going to get there. Zeno, I'm from Edmonton. I thought I agree Gibson. We didn't let the Oilers. That would make them closer. And I think that would be the difference for them. Thank you so much again, Roger. Guys, every time someone does this, I'm really, really respectful. And I'm not jumping everywhere because it's not about the money for me. It's about each one of you. I'm grateful and thankful for each one of you. And I just want to say to you, I really appreciate for each one of you to be a part of the show every night, to come here. And the people are here every night. You know who you are. And I tell you right now, I'm really, really grateful about that. I just tried to find my music. Here we go. Jesus, I cannot find it. I was talking. Frenchy Quiz, the #1 quiz on the internet. Welcome back for everybody. You have a chance tonight to win because we don't have a lot of people. So the chance increased tonight. Who is going to get the bell tonight? We know yesterday Bada Monkey stepped up because he got a 0.5. We're going to eliminate the 0.5 because it's always the same people get it. So no 0.5 tonight. You have to go straight. Yesterday, Bada Monkey win, but we have a great performance. Justin Zubay in our tap. And we have also the Finland is not here tonight. Tony Halme. And then Spec, we have a 2.5 yesterday. Joseph have 2. And then we have Michael Robinstein with 2. Then we have also Mathieu Delaurier or Mathieu Demarche. I apologize. And then Ronnie Odette was at 2. We didn't see Ronnie Odette tonight, right? Maybe a problem internet. Regent is not around tonight. We miss Sly. I'll be honest with you guys. You become a member of my family. To be honest with you, I text a lot of people. I text my players. By the way, the captain I mentioned to you yesterday have 2 points today, and they won 5-3. And he scored on PK, where he did absolutely an amazing, great play. Very proud of this kid, guys. I took this kid, 4 years ago. And I took that kid, he was 15, turned 16, I believe. And the kid was just an A player. And an A player in Florida, guy, it's low. The kid have no clue about play hockey. He can skate, have a great work ethic, a big heart. He want to learn. Great family, a great dad, a great mom. But today now he plays junior, not the big junior in the USA, junior tier 3. I understand that. But for where he came from, for what he is, and the success now, the captain, and now he have 2 points today, and everything like that, that's all it's about. This destination is not to be in the NHL. It's to where you were, and where you at today is what's the most important thing. And this guy, the success he got, it's not about me, it's him. The credit goes to him for what he gave the time to learn, to get better every single day by his work ethic. His commitment is all in, and it's fun to watching him about that. So I apologize. I slide a bit out of this. So I'm on my pad, so I cannot join, but I will look at that good. You're great. Thank you so much, Roger. Atlanta back at the time. We talk about you, buddy. Thanks to be a part. Johnny Golden, we are the one who has a grateful coach. We're lucky to have you what you do. Thank you, Johnny. But again, I appreciate, but it's all you guys. You make a big friend at that level of the where Hockey Nation is going the next couple of years for sure. Here we go. Little bit fun tonight. How many times the Detroit Red Wings guy participate to the Stanley Cup final as a runner and as a winner of the Stanley Cup? Is it 24, 31, 17, 28, or 20? How many times the Detroit Red Wings participate to the Stanley Cup final as a runner and also as a winner? Good luck, everybody, for the belt of the Frenchy Quiz. Spec said D with 20. Bada Monkey said E. Spec said 28. Bada Monkey said E. Luke said B. Welcome back, Luke. Roger Delany said D. Zeno said C. Frank Zalazar said D. Thanks, Frankie, to be a part of the show tonight. No 0.5 for me, for anybody tonight, Bada Monkey. Chase Man, do you think Breycatcher will sign at Inter 1 week? I think so, Chase Man. We just talked about him for 20 minutes, by the way, Chase Man. But let's go. Enotap said A. Adrien Bourgeon said, what's up? Justin Dubé said A. Michael Robinson said D. What's up, Adrian? Man, I think so. I'm not sure anymore, Man. We just show the people the stat about him. 8 to 8. I think they should go with. A bridge contract. Zeno said actually it's A. So if you get A, you get a good answer. That give you 0.5, unfortunately, for you, Zeno. But it's maybe better at nothing if you have the good answer. Atlanta Weathers go with A also. Here we go. Love your video. Keep up the great work. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate that. Don't forget to click on the likes and subscribe to the click on the way. I'm going to make the video for Breycatcher tomorrow, by the way, if the time gave me the time. Yeah, that's okay. But that's great, Zeno, because that's A. 24. Congratulations to Justin Dubé and Otap, Zeno, and Atlanta Weather take the lead at that moment with 1 point. Congratulations. Nicola, you got it also. We're going to stretch and give it to Nicola. The internet sometimes is behind. Congratulations about that one over there. Here we go. Question number 2. We are generous. Spec, yeah. All right, another question, a little bit similar at that one. Let's go. I'm back in our tap. We have an easier question tonight, by the way. Still perfectly wrong. Roger, you become the slide one, the slide abs. How many times Pittsburgh Penguins was running up for the Stanley Cup final? So it's not including when they win, but how many times they participate to the Stanley Cup as a final and they lost? That's what is a runner-up. Is it 0? Never happened. Is it 6 times, 3 times, 1 time, 4 times? This is running their franchise in NHL since 1967. But the Monkey said C with 3. Nicolas de Gobi Bono said B with 6. Spec said C with 3. Zeno said B with 6. Luke said C. Zeno said B. Joseph said D. Spec said D, I mean. So Spec, if you have a good answer, you become 0.5. Enotap said D. Justin Dubé said D. Michael Robinstein said D. Atlanta Weather said D. Roger said D. One inner tap answer, everybody, after that. Answer the same letter. The answer on that one, guys, is yes. I don't answer to you, Zeno. Zeno. Why? Because you got it anyway. That's why I don't answer back to you. You got 0.5. So, Justin Dubé take the lead at 2. Enotap is at 2. Zeno is at 1. He got always a good answer after he got the second guess. Aklada Weather, you got 2. Nicolas have a 1. Joseph is a 1. And Michael Robinstein and Roger Delaney score at 1. Nicolas, yeah, exactly. Well, you got 0.5. It's not too bad. You got from 6 to 1. So overall, you did pretty good. So Bottom Monkey is behind right now at 0-2. I'm just teasing you, buddy, because we love you. All right. Which right winger has the most point in one season? The most point in one season. Is it Michael Bossy, Brett Hall, Guy Lafleur, The Flower, Jaromir Jagr, and Yari Kouri? The most point by the right winger as for one season. I cannot believe the Penguins and Red Wings went back to back. Yes, exactly. Bada Monkey said A with Mike Bussy. Bada Monkey said A with Mike Bussy. Spec said D. Nicolas, je pense que la question était combien de participations finales? Yeah. Is the running up it was. Luke said D. Roger Delaney said E. Yari Kouri. Justin said D. Nicolas said B. Joseph said E. Frank Salazar said D. Enotab said D. Michael Robinson said E. Aklanda said D. Quand tu comprends pas, Nicolas, gêne-toi pas de me le dire. Close, I think. One more time, Mulligan. Mulligan. Where's Zeno? Oh, Zeno said D. Here we go. The answer, that one, it was an easy one, guys. I'll give you a bonus here. Jaromir Jagr, 149 points. But, you know, Brett Hall, Guy Lafleur was Yari Kouri was 145, I believe, and Lafleur 141. Was pretty cool. So some did that. Kouri, guys, you did very well. So what happening there? After 3, Justin Dubé is 3. Enotap at 3. Zeno now is at 2. Aklanda Weller is at 3. Nicolas Bono is at 1, Joseph at 1, Michael Robinson at 1, Roger Delaney at 1. But Speck, Luke, and Frank Salazar step up with 1 point at that one. Here we go. You're welcome, everybody. Question number 4. Keep it up. Who is going to get a win? Some people can win tonight. It's not an easy one, this one. Which team has the worst point in the NHL with a minimum of 3,500 game, a 3,500 game in NHL? Is this Chicago, Vancouver, Los Angeles, New Jersey, and New York Islanders? Which team of the 5 there play 3,500 game, but they have the worst point percentage? So, in French, Nicolas, c'est l'équipe qui a la pire nombre de points pourcentage. Comme exemple, like point 300, point 400, point 500, .600. So here we go. Frank said B. Luke said B. You guys, you quick to answer. Bottom Monkey said E. Spec said E. Spec said, I'm not sure about this one. Michael Robinson said D, New Jersey. Roger Delaney said C, Los Angeles. Not a problem, Spec. It's happened. I'm confused all the time in French. English. Enotype said E, New York Islanders. I'm missing Atlanta Weather, Justin Dubé, Nicolas, Joseph, maybe. Joseph said B. Atlanta Weather said E. Justin Dubé. Atlanta Weather, Justin Dubé said, Enotype said E. We don't give up on him. We follow him. Both of you are smart. He's a smart player. Stretzik, welcome aboard. Stretzik said B. How you doing, buddy? We miss you, by the way. The answer, that one, guys. B. Vancouver, .48, 488. I have to give credit to Frank Zalazar because Frank Zalazar and Luke answered this question back right away at the beginning. And this was a little bit like crazy. So Justin Dubé is 3. Enotype 3. Zeno still at 2. Atlanta still at 3. Joseph is at 2. But Luke and Frank Zalazar step up at 2. And Stretzik got 1. It was his first. And Spec is still at 1. And that's what happened. Joseph is hacking. Yes, Stretzik. Last question of the night, guys. Last one. Can you make a difference? Can some of you step up and win tonight? It's going to be between Justin Dubé, Enotype, and Atlanta Weather. But if you answer the same question, you're wrong. Some others step up. The last one, guy, is a really difficult one. This one, guy, is a hard one. If you get it, I believe because you take a chance. If you know it, let me know because this is not easy one. And it's great because this will be the one will make its friends. All right. What is the smallest height and the NHL as the first overall draft pick? So since 1963, the first overall pick on each year, what is their size? Is it 5'9", the smallest one, 6 foot, 5'11", 5'10", or 5'8"? What is the smallest player's first overall pick get an NHL? This guy is a great question. Nicolas said D. Chris Picard said E. Michael Robinstein said A. Badamonkey said D. Luke said E. Spec said A. Wait a minute. Luke said A. Spec said A. Joseph said A. Jesus, I'm wrong right there. I lost everything. Frank Salazar said E. Stretzik said D. Zeno, Yamamoto was draft first overall. No. Roger Delaney said C. Enotab said A. Joseph Lamb said A. Justin Dubé said A. Zeno said E. One more time, guys. One more time. Atlanta said C. Here we go. This guy, unbelievable. Unbelievable. Because some of you step up and OMG. The answer of that guy is D. 5'10". So Justin, Intertap, and Atlanta Weather, it was wrong. So what happening at that moment is some people step up and they join them. Nicolas De Bono also is at 3 tonight and join Enotab, Justin Dubé, everything like that. Strategic have a great performance, 2-2. Unfortunately, it was not good enough to win tonight because you show up late. Martin St. Louis, it was not the first one overall pick. Bonawaki said, I knew it was Crosby. No, it was Patrick Kane. They have 3 players at 5'10". Del McCourt, Patrick Kane, and I missed someone else. I apologize. But yes, grand consolation. 4 people win. Nicolas Bono win tonight with Enotab, Justin Dubé. Again, back-to-back night with 3 answers with Enotab, of course. I win again tonight. Yamamoto is 5'8". Yeah, but he was not a first-round pick overall. Wow. Nicolas came back. I was late to the party because I just got back home from Canada. Oh, well, not Breakdale strategic. The key behind that is to participate, and you did well. But and I'm sure you're going to get another good answer one. It was really easy. So 2-2. We mentioned this because you win also at some point. Great. Congratulations, everybody. Zeno have 2. And then Joseph have 2. Also, Luke have 2. And Frank Zalazar was also at 2. By the way, Frank Zalazar have E. Yeah, that's why he did not get it. It's fixed. And I'll always win, Michael Urbanstein. I'm back for number 5, baby. You did pretty good. I think he was a first-round pick, coach. Yes, he was the first-round overall pick, right? So he was the first overall pick. Yeah, Enotap is having one Friday, so he wins Zeno. Enotap, congratulations again. But again, great job, Zeno, number 2, with 2 answers tonight. Honestly, Zeno, if you gave the right answer tonight and not changing at the beginning of the first 2 questions, you win tonight also. Roger, you're absolutely right about this. Joseph, you're absolutely right about this, but the smallest one in 60s, it was another one, 5'10", and I think it was Michel Place. I don't have the stat in front of me, but I think Michel Place was 5'10" or 5'11", and the second after him. But yeah, it was a great question. I really enjoyed that one because it was not an easy one, and you know, nobody really mentioned that. And at 5'10", I was a little bit impressed. Patrick Kane was one of them. Patrick Kane is not tall. Anyway, Michael Robinstein, I'm sure someone asked you. Not that. Merci encore, Nicolas. Ben, congratulations, mon homme. T'as gagné ce soir. Je crois que c'est la 2e fois que tu gagnes ici. Nicolas. Yes, Michael Robinstein at 10:23. Your dog at 10:22 usually. You want to get out. Buddy Monkey, have a good night, buddy. Enjoy your Saturday and practice for the Florida Panthers tomorrow. Oh, by the way, guys, so people say, hey, are you live tomorrow night? Yes, I am live tomorrow night. J'ai gagné, mais t'as fini premier aussi ce soir, le concours, mon homme. Zenith Gaming, directly from Saint-Georges-de-Beauce. Zenith with Caroline and Zayla. Welcome back. Awesome, Buddy Monkey. I'm going to be busy Sunday. So this weekend, guy, I'm going to be live about 8 o'clock p.m. Tomorrow night at 8 o'clock p.m. Sunday, it will be tied up between 7 o'clock. The game at Toronto Maple Leaf and the Montreal Canadiens Saturday. No, it's tomorrow night. So I'm going to try to catch it. It's on NHL. So, but I'll be late. I'll be open at 8 o'clock both night. Pas de problème, Nicolas. Bon travail, mon homme. Not a problem, Joseph. Hopefully you enjoy it. Did you enjoy John Maiden? Have a great night, Michael Robinstein. It could happen, but not right now. Why not, Cole? Because everybody have a chance to pick him up at 750. And nobody get him. So what he could do with him at some point, maybe at the trade deadline, but the stock market for him is very low. So it would not be an impact. The only thing could do with him is maybe at some point later a package deal inside a trade, like, trade one players, a prospect, and maybe this kid. So it's just, for me, I'll be honest with you, for everybody here, this is really for Laval Rocket. This is for Laval Rocket, guys. Because Laval Rocket are not great on defense. So they lost, Leskinen, right? I know they have Ouellet and they have Del Pidio and someone else, but I think that would just reinforce Laval. I think Montreal won, Laval win more, and it'd be a good team. Not really in our tap. Because the quality of the SAMI is not great enough. He's really a third pair defenseman where Romanov is there. And Romanov yet is not Chariot. So the only way Chariot move for me this year is going to be at the trade deadline if Montreal don't make the playoff. The second thing, they'll be sure if he's not resigned, it's because Romanov, he have to be ready to step up over there. And the LD, it's strong. Whatever after that, Norlander, Harris, him, Sami, and then you have a lot of good players after that on the LD. Kevin Cooley. Chariot guy is going to be traded at the trade deadline if Montreal is not around, and the team are going to make the playoff. So, and his market guy is high. I would not be surprised Chariot get a second round pick or a first round pick. It was unbelievable, Joseph. I think it was underrated, John Madden. I think John Madden, it was underrated in hockey. And he is a late player, right? He was not like skilled at the beginning. Like he was not draft high. Yes, Atlanta. Honestly, John Madden guy never be draft. That was my point here. And John Maiden came an NHL guy at 25 years old. And he played 10 years. And this include 25 to 38 years old. His last season was Florida Panthers, 31 game with 3 goals only. Only 1 game spec at the beginning of the season. So game number 1, he have to be suspended. And that's it for him. That's another one. Jaden Struble guy is really physical. He played in the NCAA with Norlander. But his physicality is another Romanov, Justin. If you want to compare, Joseph. If you want to compare both players, a little bit what Jaden is more the Romanov style. Compare Norlander is more like SAMI and NIKU. Yes, Atlanta. But that's another defenseman guy going to join the team. So, who is the next in? I'm not sure what is the question, Atlanta. I like your new emoji, Atlanta, by the way. Let's go, Bowls. I like that one. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. He's a monster. Like he hit hard. You watch him on NCAA. That's the reason why he was not at the camp, because those kids playing NCAA cannot participate to the rookie camp. For the Montreal Canadiens, Atlanta, or for which team, Atlanta? Don't forget to watch all the video we produce, and all of them, or you have a few players like Barzell, McDavid, right? They are fun player like that. That's speed over there. Um, when you watch the contest. One have a great day today. We talked about him this morning in our tap. Is a kid from Florida Panthers. I don't know if Frank Zalazar is around, but Max coach on that Calgary players been banned from the organization for not getting the vaccine. Yeah, they have to go that direction. Josh and Archibald is another one with Edmonton Oilers also. They have right now Tyler Bertuzzi with the Detroit Red Wings. Sylvain Lafayette lost his job. The coach from San Jose Sharks, another coach, lost his job because of that. Is Romanov making the team full-time? Yes, spec. Yeah, you talk about the USC team, USC. Yeah. Frank, so Maxim Mamin, the Russian kid, have a 3 goal today. One a shootout at the end of the game, but he have a great game. Coach Q talk about him very high today. A couple of players hurt for the Lundell is out. Joe Thornton is out. They are dead today for the Florida Panthers. I saw earlier Jake Allen new gear is looking pretty good. Yes, Justin. I saw that today. It's pretty, not many puck on them, what I saw today. It was Kendall Coyne, Coyne. I know it was Kendall, but I cannot remember her last name. So, yep, that's her. And press 1436, I believe. Wayne Gretzky was not fast. If you compare him, usually many of them are small. But McDavid now is an amazing, great skater. Which player do you feel will regress? Spec, the best answer I give you about Doug Hamilton is the Carolina Hurricanes does not believe to pay him $9 million. So it was a split agreement for both teams, for both parties. And Doug Hamilton got a contract with the New Jersey Devils for 7 years for $9 million. Mike Bossy was really bad skater. For another time, I was thinking about your question about this. I'm a little bit worried about Toffoli, about the number of goals, but where I'm not too much worried, he play on the first line. So, one player, particular, if you think about in general, right, everywhere, I think it could become Joel Edmondson, not about the point, but his game. And then you're going to have Gallagher is going to drop. And Toffoli is because Gallagher is another one. Yeah, Toffoli, my concern about him, I don't know if he can repeat 28. No, because remember, 28 and 56, that give you about 35, right? So I don't think he's a scorer 35. So I believe more is about 25, 28. So by the number, it's a similar, but it's not exactly the number over there will drop in my book. The Devils should be in the playoff in 3 years, yeah. Absolutely right, Joseph. So the culture they build, Tom Fitzgerald, that's what it's about. Steve Eisenman is the culture. The Joe Sakic is the culture. The Steve Eisenman, what you see in Tampa and Detroit, that's the culture. So they want to be there. The Florida Panthers, the culture is changing. A great interview today where they was talking about the player want to come in Florida now. Why? Not about the beach and the sun anymore, because now they can win. The player will go where they believe they can win. So why Edmonton been there is because he got sold by Fitzgerald, the way they build the players. Sometimes the human being, they care. Tom Fitzgerald, guys, unbelievable. I'm telling you right now, some GM step up more to others because they believe at the communication, the relationship, and the culture they put inside that organization. And that's what it's about with them. Who is Mario Lemieux? When you mean Atlanta, who is Mario Lemieux? I'm not sure I understand your question, Atlanta. And Spec, you're right. The Devils should be there the next 3 years. You're going to have a drop for Washington, the Penguins. Mario Lemieux is the player play for the Pittsburgh Penguins, Atlanta. If a two, who is the third line? Toffoli, Suzuki, Cole. By the way, tomorrow they play, by the way, I forgot to mention the lineup for tomorrow. It's a Team B play tomorrow and Toronto. Dwayne Dvorak, Anderson. Yeah, Evans, Gallagher, and Hoffman. If Hoffman is out, you're going to bring Perrault over there. Then you're going to be Lekanen, Armia, and between Paquette and Poland, Johnny. He's probably 50 years old. Players. No, he was the best player in NHL, the top 2 or 3 players in NHL, Mario Lemieux. Yeah, he retired a long time ago. Mario Lemieux is the owner of the Pittsburgh Penguins minority right now, but Lemieux, it was, 18 and 85, 84? You have to add, 20? 20 is 21, so that's give him 39. And Lemieux should be in the middle of 50, yeah. Absolutely, Justin. That team, I don't think so. I don't think, Justin, they will recover after a bad start. I don't see Pittsburgh make the playoff. I can see them trade Letang and Malkin at the trade deadline. Winnipeg will really do well this year. Defense is vast improvement, which means Halibut will be hard to beat, and they can still score. Yeah, and they confirmed today, and on top, he's going to get 60, 65 start. That would be a team over there. He could challenge there for sure, Colorado, right? But I still believe a team of that division we don't talk a lot is Chicago and Dallas. Mike Bossy was a great scorer. McDavid, he could expect. It's a long run, right? But he could finish top 5. The way he plays right now, yes. I still, if Mario Lemieux was not hurt, like no injury, like no lower back, no problem, day in, day out, I believe Lemieux will pass Wayne Gretzky. Welcome back, Ronnie, by the way. Yes. Yes. And I believe now in Quebec, you cannot wear number 9. It's still a leap for Chicago to challenge. I think Chicago is the underdog team in NHL. They're still difficult on the defense side, deep, but I think Chicago, I don't see why they cannot make the playoff. We'll see what Fleury can do, but Fleury guy is a tiger, is a lion. Fleury, I think he can play until 40. Johnny, the biggest problem at that moment is second center. Can they have that kind of players can step up to take the David Krejcik job? We talked today, we hear Eric Ola play with Nick Foligno today. Excited about that one over there, but I'm not sure. They would try to get, you can wear number 87 in QM, I think, yes, spec. Ronnie, coach, get some split. No, not at all. It's only 10:40, buddy. I think Nico Urshara is going to have a breakout year. He has some great looks after getting great remark in training camp. His player have to step up, right? Because he did not do well. He started well. The 2 first year in the NHL was not too bad. But year number 3, he struggled a lot. Some is injuries. But overall, I think he has one player can step up and take advantage, less pressure with Jack Hughes, where I believe he's going to have a 50 point this season. I think Urshari gets 60 points. 55 to 65 points is a great year for him. They're not sure the offensive side about them. Would you have Corey Perry and his prime or Steven Stamkos his prime? Only because the consistency of Steven Stamkos versus Corey Perry. But Corey Perry have a great year, a couple of great years. But Stamkos, most of the time, you have an amazing great. Bruins could have Shabbat, Connor, and Barzal. Yeah, if we go back on the track. Lemieux, Yager, best deal ever. one of the top, to be honest with you. You know, some we said Gretzky and Coury and Trottier, Bossy, and the Boston goaltender is like a little bit questioned because we don't know how Jeremy Swayman is going to be. Is it the Jeremy Swayman we saw last year, or he cannot be on the daily game out, game in, game out, game after game if he can carry on those kind of number. On the flip side, Ullmark, I think, is underrated in NHL. Ullmark guy have a great number on save percentage with Buffalo, but the number of the GAA was high. But I think Ullmark is underrated. And I think they can get Rask in case they need him in January or after the Olympics. So, honestly, Johnny, my question about Boston Bruins is they are in a division where it's hard. The Toronto, Montreal, Panthers, and the Tampa Bay Lightnings is hard. Boston, I think, where it's difficult for them, they cannot lose their first line. That would be the biggest problem for them. Of course, you can tell me other teams can do the same thing, but I can, if you lose Kucherov and Tampa have more depth. Boston don't have that kind of quality depth. Montreal can lose Gallagher, they still have depth, right? So I'm not talking about the one. So it at least one of the three, Pastrnak, Bergeron, and Marchand, I think they will struggle more because their depth is limited over there. But the other, it's a blue-collar team. And the blue-collar team, they find a way always make the playoff. Vegas, Edmonton, Vancouver, Los Angeles, Colorado, Winnipeg, Dallas, Chicago made the playoff. My only problem on that one in our tap is Vancouver. I sure injury was COVID, a front blocking shot with his face, not a real physical. Yeah, exactly about him. Swimming the next Thomas. That would be the big question about that one spec. I respect that one. Tuukka is old. He's 34, I believe, 35. Is I think the last goalie to wear the small goalie helmet. Try to remember if Herbie was before him or after him. I think it should be Arsek. Who is your most favorite player ever? I have to be honest with you, I have to go with Mario Lemieux. Where, like Guy Lafleur, Mario Lemieux was the best. If you always compare Lafleur and Gretzky, I would always go with Lemieux. I said Lafleur, no, Lemieux and Gretzky. Do you think Montreal is a better team? A lot of people believe. Yes. I think Montreal are a better team today and more what the people are thinking. I think they are again underdog and that division is high, tough, but I think Montreal have some depth over there. The key over there is depend who's going to get hurt, right? They cannot lose Suzuki example. Suzuki is the piece of the puzzle over there. So if Boston lose Bergeron, they're in trouble. Montreal lose Suzuki is a trouble. What about Carey Price? They still have Jake Allen. But both teams don't have enough depth on the center side after that to compete for the rest of the season. McDavid, yes, he is the best coach, but he still he won't be able to play like this 15 years. His speed to make him the best. I think he's going to consist that way over there. I don't see no problem for McDavid. Johnny Golden, yes, if the team play good, his surprise is play his team. Yeah. I'm back, coach. Welcome back. Is Tuukka Russ hurt? I heard rumor is that's true. Yes, you have a surgery, a hip surgery. A couple of months ago, he'd be out until January, February. 7 months. Yes, coach Lemieux. Yes, Ronnie. Can Allen handle 50 figure if Price get hurt? I don't see that. But again, I don't see that. I don't see him to carry on a 55 game. You know, like if he reach this, I expect a 2.7 and a save percentage at 0.905 or something like that. So it'd be hard for him to carry on that team over there. They would need Caden Primo. What that bring to me, you guys, I would not be surprised many teams use 3 goaltender this season. Suzuki, the future captain, spec, I'm not sure. Until Gallagher is around, he's not going to get it. If Gallagher is got trade, I think Suzuki go get it. That's the reason Suzuki got an A with Toffoli and Petrie. Are you? Where are you? Ronnie, where are you in video? Justin Dubé, my favorite player is Jean Béliveau. I admire him as a player, as a leader, as pretty good. I wish I would have been a little older to be able to see him play. Yes. I don't think so, Spec. It look out bad if you turn that. I don't believe those. Jean Béliveau was an amazing, great player, Justin. Classy one. When you see Mario Lemieux, that's the prototype of Jean Béliveau. Jean Béliveau was 1.0. Mario Lemieux become 2.0 with more skill. But the way he skate, the way he carry on the puck, and the way they play Jean Béliveau, that's what Mario Lemieux did in NHL with a little bit more talent. But that's the way he was, Jean Béliveau. Awesome, Atlanta. Yep, Spec. Right? You know, we are getting there, right? The teams start tomorrow. By the way, I don't know if you know, but yeah, no NHL net and NHL.tv anymore. What are you talking about? So everything was on NHL.tv now move out. And they are with ESPN Plus. At $69.99, guys. This is a great deal. I suggest you to sign up with this. If you live in USC, that's the best you can get. 69.99. I think it came back to me at 74. Great deal. Usually it was 129, 130 with NHL. So you're going to get a lot of games. I still have a couple of games show up this weekend. I will try to get up a little bit. I'm busy this weekend, but ESPN Plus, guy, that's the way to do it. Awesome, Atlanta. Congratulations, buddy. I'm surprised a USC player is not top 20 and all the point. Honestly, Spec, because the hockey in USC was not great before, you know, they become better after the 1980. The USC program started in the 90s. And you can see those stats, you know, if what, Joe Mullen is the biggest number point, I think, in USC now, or Mike Modano. I think it's Mullen, still Mullen. If I go with Suzuki, Tavarek, Evans, Poland in center, they have 25 in order. Good news and bad news. The bad news is because this year, right? But the good news, it's not. The only thing is bad news for me is the size of each one of them. Oh, awesome, Atlanta. Yes, Spec. The biggest name I would say to you right now is Eric Stahl with Sami Vatanen and also Jason Demers. I hope the next initial team is in Canada. I don't see anything move in Canada right now. I don't see team moving a lot more as maybe Arizona could happen. But I think they talk about, can we get another team, Atlanta, again for the third time? Who knows, right? But yeah, obviously, you know, That's happened. And any sport, anything like that, If how many times we talk about Clayton Kershaw, pitcher for Dodgers, right? Difficult time. Is the biggest name for name, yes, but I'm not sure. You know what I mean? I did not like what I saw from him last season, to be honest with you. After he signed with Montreal, he got traded. I think at that moment, Texas, between Houston, San Antonio, Kansas City, there are all those facilities, right? Atlanta is another one, unfortunately, could get this. All right, buddy, I'm glad you show up because I cannot find you. Can you type to me for me your Twitter? I try everything. The only place spec will be sorry about that, Michelle. So tell me, Michelle, where I can write you, where I can reach you on Twitter. Can you type your name? I'm glad you stepped up, by the way, but I'm sorry about your wife. Edmonton spec will be one. I don't see anything else. Quebec is another one, of course, right? But that's pretty much the two location, I believe, in Toronto, in Toronto, and Canada. Yes, Ronnie. Yes, spec. Nice from you, Atlanta. Sorry about again, Mitchell, buddy. The Atlanta Thrasher, yes, sir. I've been there. Every time Montreal playing, I was there. At that time, I was working with the Mississippi Sea Wolf. Um, yes, but I think if I don't know if Kansas City or Houston could be another destination. Yeah, Quebec have good one. Hartford are still missing Hartford. I wish Montreal would have keep Kovacic a little bit longer. He was getting into a good groove. Um, yes, Justin. Why you said that, coach? Because Kovanov, you know what I mean? Like, he did not have produced anymore like he was before. You know what I know what he did with Montreal, but he could not hanging there night after night. You see after that in Washington, it's appear KHL, and obviously some have a difficult time at some point. And it was fun to watch, right? I still believe he's still playing KHL, but I'm not sure if he signed up. Do he not split his contract? I think he's not. Is it him left the team? Yeah, one great hockey player split his contract. Oh, wow, Atlanta. Alain Pixbeck, yeah. Something happened with him with his contract. I think he signed for 2 years, then he decided to. He signed a 2 years with Avant-Garde OMSK, but I don't know he's still with there because I believe after the first year he decided to break the contract. There we go. He terminated the contract April 31st. He does not play this year. And KHL, guys, last year, he has 17 points and 16 games. He did pretty good with Montreal, to be honest with you. You have 13 and 22. You know that, in Washington, I say he was bad. He still have 4 points and 7 games, but in playoff, you have only 1 point. It was a machine to score the point. Yeah, so he signed a 2-year contract, Justin, and I knew he break the contract. I did not know if he was still play. That was my biggest problem. Yeah, 13.22 game, Justin. Yeah, Atlanta. So that's what happened with him. So he does not play anymore at that moment. And in April, he broke it. Have a good night in OTAP. Thank you again. Appreciate a lot for your help. And I took a note for what you said to me, and great feedback. For some reason today, my video with my video, I think in OTAP, I don't know why, but I think I need to do more Montreal Canadiens video because you can see my video for SAMI NIKU step up. Like, I think I'm over 150. Well, usually I'm doing only 50 with flashback. I think I should create a video in our tabs called Chris Letang with the Montreal Canadiens. Yes, right. 229, Johnny. See, that's why I don't know why those video I got more attention, and it was only 5-6 minutes. It took me about 30 minutes, guy. I got the news and I jumped right away on my computer and I create the video, and 15 minutes the video was done, and then it's it. And 30 minutes this video was on. NCAA's competition. I was surprised because if you look, I looked today the NCAA guys. Michigan is not favorite. It's Minnesota is a number 1 on the Final Four at that moment, and I'm shocked. I thought it was Michigan, but Minnesota Golfer have an amazing, great team for the upcoming season. So it'll be really, really interesting to see that. But anyway, back to the video. Yeah, 229. That's crazy when you think about this. Of course, it's not Devorak, but at the end of the day, we talk about minor players. So what I realized, every big news, I have to jump in on that for Montreal Canadiens. Something happened, I have to create a video right away. We're learning. I think I should do a video about the NFT for Montreal Canadiens. I have so many ideas. I'm 10,000 for Dave Arek. Unbelievable. So this video in our tab is I make money on this one. Ben, that guy, welcome aboard. Not tonight, Mitchell, but let me, I'm going to reach you first and we can talk. I just tried to find you. That's the key by now. I'm almost over tonight. Goal, Caulfield 40 goal. Yeah. It'll be really hard, Ben, that guy to call Caulfield get 40 goal. I believe he's going to be around 28 in my book. Because Ben, not many players did it as a rookie. The Sunday preseason start, the season, like some games start tomorrow. I don't see those kind of numbers, Ben, that guy, about 50 goals by a rookie. It's not going to it's not happen a lot for the last many, many years. Yes, Johnny. All right, he's great. He's a good, but I would be shocked. Yes, Justin. Of course, Hoffman is going to helping him and other people, but to get that kid score 50 goal or 40 goal, I don't see this yet. It's too hard to score. It's so hard. People think it's easy. It's not easy. Anderson, we accomplished. Can he get 40 one day? Yes. Can he get maybe 50 one day? Possible. But as a rookie, I don't see this. As Regress, I don't see this also. You skipped my question. I did not skip your question. I was trying to thinking about who was the most goal in NCAA. That was my question. No, I agree with you, Justin. I don't see that. And it's okay, Ben, to think that way. I don't have no problem with that. I just tell my honest answer about him to get that kind of goal in NHL during his first season. I think the most point it was Tony Avrak, Akak, whatever you call him, with 116. We have Dave Rust. Dave Rust have an NCAA guy. Dave Rust has 330 points. Is it possible? That's crazy. Jim Montgomery, guys, you have a 300 point in NCAA. Not a problem, Benny. Tomorrow at Trick, he's going to play tomorrow, by the way. And say who is this free agent. Ben, you salt. It would be fantastic if Coffee scored more at 25 goals. He'd be a major addition to the offensive. That's one not there last year. Absolutely right, Johnny, about that one over there. I still believe he can get it. I still believe he can get it. That's the ACC have hockey. But you talk about Virginia, everything like that, they have a lower division. So they have hockey, but lower division. They don't have Division 1, honestly. I know you have to be a fully passport, Mitchell. Vaccination. Only 10. So you talk about like Ottawa, Toronto. Um, um, not really. Guess you think about this, right? Preseason 1000, Matt said. If you think about this, Justin, Savard, almost the same age like Weber. Hoffman is, what, almost 30 years old now, right? And same age like Tatar. Tatar, I believe, is a little bit older. Dano is a little bit older at Divorak. And Paquette and Perrault is the 30s. So I'll be honest with you, if you think about everything, that's pretty much nothing small. You know what I mean? Like younger. Bad in the locker room, oh yeah. Well, that's the, I'll be honest with you, Matt, I'll be honest with you, the story about what happening, I have a chance to be around the Panthers for a couple of years working there. And Hoffman, he was in Florida and St. Louis. Nothing against Mike Hoffman. Absolutely nothing. The teammate, Huberdeau likes him. Barkov loves him. The Mike Hoffman and Florida and St. Louis, it was not the Hoffman people talk about him in Ottawa. Completely changed the kid, the guy. But again, the Virginia, North Carolina, Wisconsin are some of the best. And hockey, you talk about Atlanta? Spec, I thought I answered to you, but yes, I think you have a chance to beat the beat. It's 33 goals per season. The answer to that question is going to be the next 2 years. So what are you talking about, Coach? You need to get 40 goals per season to have a better chance to get it. If you don't score 40 goals this year, next year, it's not going to happen. Because then we take him another, it would take him about like 70 goals in 3 years after that. Yeah. So imagine this spec. He scored 80 goals 2 years. That gave him again still 85 goals for 3 years. That's gave him about 30 goals, less for 30 goals. That would be possible. That my point to you back again. He need to score 40 goals for the next 2 years. That would drop his average of 30 goals per year for the next 3. Yes, Michel, the story about Carlson and Hoffman with Ottawa, and he trade both of them at the end of the day, but yes, it was all the crappy stuff between the wife and everything like that. How long it takes to set up Frenchy Quiz, Atlanta? About 20 to 30 minutes. Like the random day is too much, yes. And Johnny, what I want to see for Poland is how he's going to be on the ice. So a big game for me is not about the point; it's how he's going to go, how he's going to play again. So what he's going to do on the ice, what the speed and his consistency, shift after shift, and is it behind? Is it because remember, Toronto is going to have he's going to have a good lineup, but not a big lineup, right? Because they play home, I'm pretty sure you're going to see Matthews and Marner. I'm pretty sure Nylander. I'm not sure they will dress that. I did not see the roster for Toronto, but I would not be surprised to see their best player because they play at home. Like Monday night, you're going to see more NHL player in the lineup of the Montreal, I believe. Yeah, 3 and a regular, 1 a shootout. Yeah. It's a great program over there. The USA, the NTTP. Long time ago, and they stopped now with to get U17 over there, and then after that the U18, getting better and better every year. A lot of great players go from that program before they become an NHL, and they build that for many years now. A long time ago, was Ferraro who was involved with that part, and great program. Johnny, it would be interesting to see Perrault in the Hab jersey. Absolutely right to see him the blue. Best, yeah. They talk about this today. I'm not sure when the Rangers name it. I'll be honest with you. I know Panarin does not want to get this. Can Zibanejad get it? My problem with him is a UFA. So I don't think he would get it. Can they go with Droba? I don't think so. I don't see him as a captain. Can he go with Chris Kreider? That would be my question about him. No, Dan. It's funny, Johnny, you said that because today I was thinking to make a show where name a players. It was completely not good wearing another jersey in NHL. Example, Wayne Gretzky with the St. Louis Blues, right? Or Doug Gilmour with a Montreal Canadiens jersey. So it's funny you bring this to me because I was take a note about that way, like name 10 players. Which one you talking about? No, he's 24 years old, Mitchell. If you talk about SAMI NIKU, he's 24 years old. He's going to be an American hockey player. Did you hear over the offseason at Chasson, Clavin Chasson? Yeah. Oh, you have a lot of player spec. Every generation you have a player like that, right? Yeah. You talk about SAMI NIKU, Michel. He just signed with Montreal today. Yeah. So he signed with Montreal. He's 24 years old. Yeah. Salut, mon homme. Not a problem, buddy. Yeah, I'm going to start a little bit late because I'm coming back. Hi, Raphael. How you doing, buddy? Philip Jackson, welcome aboard, buddy. Don't forget to click on the likes. Yeah, but I'll be honest with you. I don't see him make the team at that moment. Unfortunately, he will go be back in the American Hockey League. Montreal have too many defensemen right now, and I don't see him make the team right there. But I want to see him like, a couple of games before really. Would be interesting how he going to adapt. He's a great skater, by the way. Barry Ryan is on the PTO, Mitchell. It could be. You know me, before he got hurt last season, Mitchell, he had a good year. You know me, he was doing well. Yeah, I agree. Welcome, Rafael Manny Ilaga, the Ilaga family with the Morales family. Welcome aboard. Who really knows, right, Spec? My answer could be one way to another way. I don't have the perfect answer. I would never know, honestly. That would be my best honesty answer. It's just like after that, lose him. How do you feel about Corey Perry? Not much. I'll be honest with you, Atlanta. 10 minutes per game. He's not going to play 82 game. He's slow. He will bring a couple of games. He will be on it. But Corey Perry is not Corey Perry anymore. And Tampa Bay is going to realize that. But at 40 game per year, maybe 5-10 goal maximum, but a limited time. That's Corey Perry you're going to get now. But sometimes you don't go with the talent, skilled player to get a captain, right? It's just the reason I mentioned him. He is the player, I believe, right now on this team have the most years with the team at that moment. Penrith don't want to do that. Zibanejad is out. He become a UFA. So if they sign him, he can become a conscience. Kako and Lafreniere is too young. They just, you know what I mean? They don't have a lot of. Can they give to Adam Fox? Yeah, Michelle about Panarin. Yeah, about Perry. At the end of the day, every year he's always a losing team. Will be interesting what is going to happen this one. Yeah, great point, Michelle. I'm doing the Panthers training camp coverage. I'm going to cover, me, I talk about them every time like that, but it would be interesting. We'll see what they have next week on the TV. Yes, about Keslav too, Mitchell. They should, but again, Michel, Montreal is better without him now. Yeah, no room for Perry. You know what I mean? Like, he's limited. The speed is not there. He cannot play 82 game. You're going to see another Perry worse year after year now. Yes, Johnny. Dustin Brown is very interesting. 37 years old this year, right? I don't expect too much about Dustin Brown for the upcoming year. But again, he did overall not too bad. And again, a lot of players have not too bad last season, but we qualified them or we compared them with 56 game. 26 more game. It's a big, big step for the players. I don't think so, Atlanta. They will have a better year. I don't say they're not going to win a Stanley Cup. When you talk about the standing, that division is strong. And last season, I think they took advantage a little bit the division over there. But again, they finished third in division. You're going to qualify a great year for them if they win the Stanley Cup. If they lose, they don't win. That's not a great year. Absolutely right, Johnny. He is behind. Does Brown, yes. His work ethic, the way is a leadership behind him, spec about him. And overall, he have a good career with the Kings. Really, Mitchell? Oh, wow. Yeah. But you know where he was really good spec? 260. That's pretty cool. That's pretty good. Spec what he was really good at Brown is during the playoff. Um, yeah, Mitchell, that helped for sure. Winnipeg was surprised last year. Surprised they beat Edmonton. But the COVID-19, I think Winnipeg is really strong team for upcoming. 11:24, yeah, 6 more minutes for me, then we are done. Andy Sutton was 260.63. New Jersey Devils, right? Big guy. Yeah, you play for the Barrel Colts. Zeno, I'm back. He does. What's coming up? I see you quickly. Every night I'm going to show up for the game at 7 o'clock. If we have a couple of game on ESPN, everything on that, and we're going to talk about the game, everything on that. Do I do really a play-by-play? I don't think so, but that's what's happening until the beginning season. We're going to go around talking about the news, everything like that. But I think we'll be going earlier, Joseph. My first stream, August 25th, 2020. Have a great night, Zeno. Thanks for stopping by. Good night, Dan. Yeah, we're getting there too. Not a problem, Mitch. If As made the playoff, which team? At some point will be Boston. I think for the viewers, it's better to be on ESPN. Yeah, I heard that story, but not much then. I don't see this right now. You know what I mean? Like the first is to make the playoff where it would be hard. Also, spec, it's possible you have 5 teams at the Atlantic Division make the playoff and then 3 teams only on the Metropolitan Division. I think could happen. I feel nice here in Atlanta. Yeah. Romanov, Mitchell. All right, guys. We're hitting the 11:30, 2 hour, 30 minutes. That's pretty good overall. Guys, you're amazing. Guys, you are unbelievable. Of course, you are awesome. You are amazing. You are the best. And remember, you have greatness inside. Thank you so much. I appreciate a lot. I know some of you want to talk, but tomorrow we have another day, and I'm busy. We're going to be live tomorrow around 8 o'clock p.m. Tomorrow night, we're going to be live. We're going to watching the game between Toronto and Montreal Canadiens. Unfortunately, I cannot start at 7 o'clock. I'll be on the road, but I'll be back at 8 o'clock p.m. And then Sunday night, we will be back at 7 o'clock p.m. watching other game, and the NHL are going to be all night about those games. So thanks a lot, Michelle. I tried to catch you. I took another knot, or tried to catch me on the YouTube channel, on the Twitter under Coach Frenchy, then X. That's what he said. I can't wait to talk to you very soon, buddy. I'm sorry about your wife, by the way, and we'll see happening about that one over there. I agree with you, Joseph. It's going to be really interesting to watching them for the upcoming season. I think it will be a great team. Michelle about the leave. So good night, Spec. Great job, everybody. Thanks, Atlanta Weather, Joseph, of course, Michelle, everybody else. If I forgot your name, remember, your head coach, of course, you have greatness inside of you. Have an amazing, great Friday night, everybody. Talk to you tomorrow night.
What if I open my soul?
Of course, Mitch. Thanks again, buddy. Thanks, Johnny. Thank you, Atlanta. Thank you, Mitch. Have a safe night, everybody.
What do I know? What's going on now? Is this another breakdown? You and me, should I let go? I do really want to know what's going on now. Is this another breakdown? You and me, should I say so? We're just putting on a show.
Hidden, welcome, buddy. Yes, is it October?
I need to open my eyes and get a touch of that reality. Don't want another surprise. I'd rather want you to just let me be. What do I know? What's going on now? Is this another breakdown? You and me, should I let go? I do really want to know what's going on now. Is this another breakdown? You and me, should I say so? We're just putting on a show. Come on, get a grip now of all the ways we parted. You showed in your own way we would stand and we would fall united. Come on, get a grip now. Just finish what you started. Don't like the feeling that I've been fooled, deceived, and so misguided.